Hi guys, it's Robbie here from Past Productions, and today we're going to be learning how to make our very own Victorian optical illusion toy called a Thaumatrope. Let's get started.
So for this activity, you are going to need some circles of card. So you can either cut these out with the scissors, or I really like these circle cutters. You can get these on Amazon. There's a link in my description. And this cuts circles that are 2.5 inches, which I find are just perfect for this. You're also going to need some string to tie it. And you're also going to need to cut some holes in it. And I love these single hole punches. So for all of these things, you'll see some links in the description below if you want to purchase them, or you can just use anything you have at home. So you will also need a selection of colors and some inspiration. So let's get our circles here. So the main point of this is that you need two elements that go together, but you're going to draw them separately. So for instance, you could have a bowl and a goldfish. You could have flowers and a vase. You could have a goalpost and a goal, a football. But we're going to draw one of them on each side of the piece of card. So I'm going to go with a fishbowl. So I'm going to draw my bowl here, and you want to make it fill as much of the card as you can. So there's my bowl. I'm going to draw the lid, and I'm going to put a little lip on it as well. And now I'm going to put my water line, and then I just need to color it in. But I'm going to do it really, really quickly. But you can take as much time as you want to get this really nice. You could do some shading, but you just want to cover that in blue. So I'm also going to put a table underneath it, so it's resting on something. And actually, now that I've done that, you can see that actually my bowl in real life would not be able to balance like that. It needs a rounder bottom. So perhaps in hindsight, I should have drawn this table part first at the bottom. But hey ho, it's my design. So what we need to do now is we need to put the fish, but it's got to go upside down on the other side. You're not going to turn it sideways like that. You turn it over from top to bottom. And so the goldfish has to be where the bowl will be on the other side. Now you may wish to make some markings to help you, but I'm gonna make a guess myself. So I'm gonna draw my goldfish around here. I'm just gonna draw it nice and quick. There's the body. I'm gonna put a little tail at the back. I'm not gonna bother with a fin. And I really want my goldfish to pop, so I'm going to put a black outline around the outside like this. Like I say, I'm doing mine really roughly, but you can spend a lot more time so you can get some really good detail on it. And then I'm going to add a little bit of detail. So I'm going to take a dark color, and I'm just going to add some kind of scales on it. There we go. So now, if we turn it over, you can see there's a bowl on one side and my goldfish is on the other. And the idea is if we turn this really fast, the goldfish should appear in the bowl. But to help us, we're going to attach some strings. So what you're going to do is take your hole punch, and you need to put a hole on one side of the bowl, like so. And then you need to put a hole on the other side as well. And then you need to get your string. Now, I would recommend you cut this to about 3 times the length of the circle, or about 10 to 15 centimeters, whatever you prefer. So there we go. I've got my measurement. I'm going to cut the first string, and I'm going to cut the second string. Now all you need to do is you need to thread it through and tie it off. Now don't tie it too tightly or you can rip the card. Now if you're a teacher doing this with students, you may wish to laminate these circles before you punch the holes and put the string through. It's quite fiddly. And I've actually not put enough string through the hole there, so I'm going to have to undo it and do it again. Yeah, that's not worked. So here we go, second attempt. So I'm going to put extra through this time to make sure there's plenty to tie it off. So there's one, and I would tie it again, otherwise it does come undone. So that's one side, and then you need to do the same on the other side. That's it, so pull some through, you're going to tie it. And I've done the same thing again. I have not put enough string through, so I'm going to have to retie this one. There we go. So I'm going to thread it through again. Tie it once. And then tie it twice. And you have your thaumatrope. Now watch as I spin it. So the fish, the bowl. And look as the fish goes in the bowl. And here's another example I did earlier. There it is again, first of all, the fish in the bowl. You can really see how it spins so fast that our eye puts the two pictures in the same place. Now, another variation, if you think the students or whoever's doing this may struggle, is you can get two circles, write A and B on one side, turn them over, and get them to draw one design on each side. So you can have the goldfish and the bowl and just put them at exactly the right heights. Then, when you come to do it, to put it together, you can glue them together the right way round, because sometimes we find that students have made a mistake and done them the wrong way round. So here's another one. I've got some flowers in a bouquet, and you can see the bouquet becomes a full bouquet when I spin it. Now, what's the most creative design you can come up with? Check out the links in the description below.